All right, everyone, introducing YouTube fashion, another thing that I don't know. I mean, why am I even seeing this on my homepage? The other day, go to the homepage, and YouTube, which now loads differently and looks like it's trying to load for a smartphone before snapping over to desktop mode or something. It's a sign of the times. Everyone's using smartphones these days. I can't get hip with that. I'd rather have a proper setup, something like that. Use a smartphone for garden updates, by the way, probably later. YouTube is now doing fashion, and they had like a video there, and by the time I saw it, of course, it had been ratioed, because people don't like, here's a key for YouTube. When videos are ratioed like that, it's because people are tired of being pushed to view certain types of things, and most people on YouTube aren't interested in fashion. If they're interested in fashion, a lot of them are interested in alternative fashion. They're interested in seeing some creator they've watched for 5 years try on dresses or some shit, or suits or some shit like that. They're not interested in some red carpet affair. Which, by the way, looking at this, what is YouTube saying? The fashion industry is all about treating women like chunks of meat, basically, when you really think about it. And liberals, by the way, used to say that explicitly. I'm not talking about like regular modeling, like, you have to have ads for things like, oh, here's, some dermal wash. Okay, well, that's wonderful. I'm talking about like when you get these like New York City soup swilling, Starbucks drinking weirdos with their crazy hair and very eccentric personalities, very flamboyant, in their little communes in the city. You get these artsy people together doing drugs and having orgies, which literally happens, and then getting a bunch of women together to wear experimental outfits that don't make any sense and no sane person would wear. It's catering. It's not catering to the average YouTuber. Oh, this new $5,000 dress that looks like a tent. It's modeled after Hillary Clinton and her need to carry constant medical peripheral devices, which is true, absolutely and objectively at this point, which was considered conspiracy theory during the election. She's got a little thing that she carries with her, I guess, for pissing or something. I don't know. Anyway, the fact is that particular side of the fashion industry that has nothing to do with like advertising-based modeling or anything is extremely corrupt. Women are treated terribly in that profession. Encouraged to starve themselves. They're treated like trash. They're literally dressed like trash in many cases, for the benefit of a bunch of wine-totaling egomaniacs. And YouTube is now pushing this and wonders why it gets ratioed. But we're celebrating fashion community. There is no fashion community on YouTube that involves red carpet affairs. There are people who do fashion on YouTube. It's just like there's no news community on YouTube. Like corporate media, like Tucker Carlson, Rachel Maddow stuff, that's not on YouTube. That's on cable. Creator community style news is different. It's more personal. It's less formal. It's also less lucrative. No, there aren't many YouTubers who analyze politics who make millions of dollars a year or tens of millions like legacy media crews. It's far more efficient. You can get far more news for far less actual moneyed investment on a platform like YouTube or on BitChute or Dailymotion or anything like that, or any of these other tech sites that people would use than you can from a TV show. The same is true with fashion. Some YouTuber says, well, I look decent and I've got these clothes that I like. I'm going to try them on and talk about them and hook up a fucking webcam. And they can get millions of subscribers. They can make a living. They can have fun doing it. It's something that they're interested in. They get maybe free clothes from some of these clothing brands. But they're not getting free clothing from some crazy French dude with half of his hair shaved off who wears a yellow suit and a pink tie. They're not getting a $5,000 dress from him. They're getting something from some smaller brand, some often very alternative or new brand. I've gotten products, for example, from different companies. In some cases, they want me to like do a taste test or something, or you get a message from some company that want you to send you something to use in your show or whatever. For the most part, I turn it down out of principle because corporate advertising corrupts. Unless if it's like caffeinated, that's one thing. I'll be talking about that, by the way, fairly soon. In Black Rifle, I talked about actually drink it, actually enjoy it. That's a little bit different. Not getting paid anything to say so. In the case of the fashion industry, though, do you think that crazy dude is... This is a limited edition. There's only 3 of these dresses in the world. I think I'll send it to a YouTuber. No, it's not going to happen. these people they're using, the cameras that they're use are worth more than your car. You think that has anything to do with the organic online creator community? No, oh my god, we got racial. They did close comments. I wonder fucking why. Introducing YouTube fashion. Yes, I'm sure that the fashion that I see there will be the fashion that the average person actually indulges in. That's the problem. YouTube had been a sort of common people's platform in which anyone could sort of make it. This is a symbol of what YouTube is moving towards. It's moving towards being on demand. It's moving towards Will Smith and Katy Perry. YouTube used to showcase independent material, and it was very much geared towards independent creators and their growth and what they were doing and saying. Now it's geared towards multi-million-dollar investments by companies. More lucrative, definitely. I'm not blaming YouTube for wanting the money, but that's fundamentally different from how YouTube was for the first, many years of its existence. The first decade or more. For that first decade or so, it was all about independent creators. And then they started getting the celebrities and shit on board because those people realized, hey, I can start a YouTube channel. Arnold Schwarzenegger was instrumental in this. I can start a YouTube channel. I can post some videos of me saying cliche movie clips, and I can, make all this extra money, inject relevance into a totally new generation very easily. It's great. It's a good career move for them. Will Smith has been doing this successfully. The pop music industry and now the fashion industry, I guess, has finally decided to join YouTube. It's a very belated. You were the latest person to the party. I guess they got drunk in their limousine and lost the way, and it took them a few extra years. So yeah, YouTube's doing fashion now. I can't wait to see what the CEO of YouTube thinks I should be wearing. Guess what? Guess what I'm going to be wearing in 10 years. You're looking at it. It's the way that it's going to be. My fashion is way better. Yeah. When it gets hot again, maybe I'll go back to being shirtless as well. That's about all. Peace out.